What's up? The lie the black men were told about work ethic. Now, this goes heavily into what I was saying in another video where we have so many black people and black men specifically who should be the leaders because it's more. I need to emphasize it more because the black man is the one that's supposed to be the mind of the house, the head of the house, the intellect of the house. And for him to not be thinking, that's that you're a slave. You're either you're gonna have somebody working for you, or you're just gonna be given. You're gonna have somebody not working for you. You're gonna have somebody who's thinking for you, right? And when we look at this, we have to look at work ethic. Uh, my parents will sit here, or my dad will sit here and say, "Oh, you don't got no work ethic. You don't got this. You don't got that." Right? Because I've had, just bad job experiences with a lot of things. Not to get too deep into my personal life and stuff, but uh, I think that the older generation, and I'm not gonna take. It's always a beauty in going to work and having a job and working, right? But we have outdated mentality that isn't really that, and it's not really that it's an outdated mentality. It's a mentality that's not meant for somebody who wants to work for themselves, right? And I don't want to get too deep into entrepreneurial. I'm not saying it right. I don't want to get too deep into like being an entrepreneur or whatever, but I do want to highlight some things about work ethic that we were told growing up as black men that isn't necessarily true, right? And one of those first things is we have to understand that we need to stop making work seem so simple, like it's just get up, clock in, go to work, that's it, right? And mind you, this is why a lot of people feel miserable because it isn't really mental. It isn't really um, mental creativity or mental work you have to do. It's just physical labor, right? And this is what makes us feel like slaves a lot of the times. And you really have to bring this back to with black people because when you look at when we were forced to create for ourselves, like during segregation, and when you look at segregation, guess what? The black American per capita income was higher than it is today, right? And I'm not going to only talk about work ethic, but when you work for your community, work for the people around you, work for your people, right? And it's not only working for your people and working with your people to help your people, but to also work for yourself, do stuff that helps yourself. And one of the biggest things that's a problem with a lot of older black people and things that are in the black community that doesn't really help us that much, and why we don't have more entrepreneurs and stuff is because we have people who don't believe in that. We have people that just believe in get up, go to work, do what you're supposed to do, and that's it, right? But you have to leave space for the your youth to be creative. You have to leave space for them to do something that nobody else has done. A lot of the parents raise the children to be just like everybody else, right? And to me, that comes with a lack of belief in the child because you have to understand you don't really know a lot of times the people you may be raising, the people you may be around, who these people may become. We're all unique. A lot of us are just too scared to be different, too scared to be unique. But you have to open up a possibility where your child could be something that nobody else has been, right? And a lot of the times I see, even with my own parents, that, and it doesn't matter at this point because I'm a grown man and I'm going to do what I want to do, right? And they don't hold that much value, but when it comes to me doing what I want to do. But I would say when I was younger, there was a big shutdown on I wanted to be something outside of what the typical thing was to be. So if I didn't want to be an athlete or go to college or uh go to trade school, then I'm automatically in this category of oh, I'm lazy. I don't have a work ethic, you know? And maybe a lot of the times we don't open our the black people don't open their mind to creativity and to creating something. We keep our minds closed to that. We just want to work for the person that's creating something, right? And that's the whole problem that the black community has, is that we don't want to create. We want somebody else to create for us. But really we should be creating for ourselves. And that's just one of the biggest problems we have in the black community, is the lack of creativity, the lack of thinking, the lack of not being a slave minded person, right? And this is something that if we do this in the black community, we're gonna see a lot more innovative things. We're gonna see a lot more black people who are not like anybody else, create something for humanity, for people, not just black people, but for all people, that can help everybody out, right? So we just need more of that, and we need the youth to give the black people, the black parents, to give a proper understanding of what it means to have a good work ethic, and not to replace work ethic with creativity. A lot of times we want to replace hard work with we want to replace creativity with hard work. If you're a creative person, people will say you're lazy and you're just talking and you don't mean anything. But if you getting up and you go to work and you don't got and your mind is completely blank and you don't think about nothing else but just going to work, people will praise you for being a slave rather than being your own person, a free person, right? And this is not physical, this is mental. People will praise you for being a slave mentally more than they will praise you for being the creator and the owner mentally, right? So this is stuff we really have to tap into, and we have to understand the difference, because there's so many people who just got that slave mentality, and it's they're just gonna hang on to it. A lot of our parents have that mentality, but I can't try to get them out of that, and I can't try to get them to believe in me, right? And this is not just, I'm just using that example of parents and stuff because that's a very common thing that I've went through, and I know a lot of other people went through. But it could be literally be anything. Your brother might not believe in you. Your friends might not believe in you, right? They might only have that mentality of get up, go to work, that's it, right? And mind you, put educating yourself first. Put the things that can really help you. Put put that first, right? Put that um not saying put that first, but make that valuable, right? And that's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.